But, but unless you have a robust common sense, you can't do a trial. Now apply all these, and then the most important thing is you have to have again a grip on the law, applicable law. Unless you have a grip on the applicable law, you can never succeed. Cross-examination. I was witnessing a cross-examination. Mr. So-and-so, how many persons were there at that time attacking this particular complainant? Sir, there were 2. Oh? Oh. And who were they? A completely wrong question. So and so and so and so. Oh. But in your police statement you have stated that even my client was also attacking you. Now where is the necessity for such a question, which is called a suicidal question? Such cross-examinations, such examinations, well, your client is finished the moment you have put that question. So, gentlemen, you have to know where to stop and when to stop. That is extremely important in the criminal trials. Where to stop and when to stop. There are examples and examples. But unfortunately, my recent finding, I have created 3-4 judicial academies for the judges, to teach the judges. We tell the judges, look here, you have come from the village background, rural background, you don't know how to properly tie your necktie, we'll teach you. We'll teach you how to dress. If you don't know English, we will teach you English also. If you don't know law, well, we will teach you law also. You are supposed to know the law, that's why you are the judges. But if you don't have integrity, we will kick you out. The integrity is a must, not only for the judges, but also for the lawyers. A lawyer with no integrity would be a completely devastating thing for our judiciary. There are things and things. You hear so many things about this, about that, about even the Bar Council members. He has done this and he has done that. But unless you have integrity, my dear ladies and gentlemen, you can't survive in the legal field, in the profession. I think I have exceeded my brief. I think I was given 10 minutes, but I have exceeded my brief. But I exceeded my brief because I couldn't stop myself from speaking to such smart, intelligent students of this very highly reputed Symbiosis. I belong to Nagpur, and I am told by Dr. Mrs. Gurpur that they are going to bring a law college in Nagpur also. I welcome your college, Mrs. Gurpur. I welcome your college for management also in Nagpur. I am a resident of Nagpur. I practiced there, became a judge there, and after my retirement I came back here. But you need to, what you need is, you have to spread, you have to grow, and you can't just say that, "Arey, ye karne ka reh gaya. I wanted to learn the language, but ye reh gaya. I wanted to learn the grammar, ye reh gaya." I will only, in Pune, it is sacrilege to speak something in Urdu or to quote a Urdu sheer. But still, with your permission, पुणेकरांना जाज्वल्य अभिमान असतो मराठीचा. सोडाते, जाज्वल्य. तो अभिमान नेहमीच जाज्वल्य असतो त्यांचा. पण शेर असा आहे की बार बार उम्रभर एक ही खता हम करते रहे, बार बार उम्रभर एक ही खता हम करते रहे, धूल चेहरे पे थी हम आईना सा. That should not be your case. I am thankful that I was given this opportunity to interact with you. Thank you very much. All the best to all the teams.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring and informative words. Advocate Ram Jethmalani, born on 23rd September 1923, is a Member of Parliament, Rajya Sabha, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court of India, and an eminent Professor of Law. He has served as India's Union Law Minister and as Chairman of Bar Council of India. As a lawyer, he has represented a sweep of cases and received high accolades. Ram Jethmalani, sir, known as a maverick lawyer with many distinctions to his credit, obtained a law degree at a very early age of 17 and started practicing law in Karachi until the partition of India. The partition led to move to him to Bombay as a refugee, and he began his life afresh with his family. He was elected Member of Parliament in the 6th and the 7th Lok Sabha. He is a well-known face amongst the legal community in India. Even though he is primarily known as for criminal lawyer, he has appeared in many important cases for constitutional matters as well. On 7th May 2010, he was elected to be the President of Supreme Court Bar Association. He is also Professor Emeritus Faculty of Law, Symbiosis International University, and has also served as the Chairman of the weekly newspaper, The Sunday Guardian. He has also written books on various law subjects such as private international law, media law, and conflict laws. He also has 2 biographies written after him, Ram Jethmalani, an authorized biography by Nalini Gera, and The Rebel by Susan Adelman. I request sir to kindly address the students.
My dear friend, Judge Sirpurkar, all my colleagues in the working of this Symbiosis Law School and the University, my beloved students, and my very, very dear and welcome guests from abroad, and of course, some reporters of the press. I must first tell you that I am grateful to Judge Sirpurkar. Once a judge, always a judge. And whatever he has done today, I regard as settled law. He has broken the rules laid down by the authors of this program of today, that he is to address for 10 minutes, and so I too. I am very happy that you ignored it. It's a wonderful precedent, and I hope to take advantage of it. Well, ultimately there should be an end to all speeches, that is true. But I think that the end of the speech is the boredom of the audience. So long as you don't express your boredom in some visible manner, I continue to speak. Now he is a judge, I am a client at the present moment. I know that some experts in international law, particularly international criminal law, are going to participate in the subsequent proceedings which have been organized. Please don't treat me as a very learned advocate. Treat me as a client who is seeking advice. I have problems as an Indian national, also as a member of parliament, and of course a teacher of law. Of all these three professions, I consider my standing as a teacher of law superior to both others. But today, as I said, I want to describe to you as an Indian national and a person also involved in Indian politics in a big way, the two problems which face me and face my nation. I want your advice, and be sure that I will watch the subsequent proceedings, and I shall love to meet anyone who impresses me with his knowledge of international criminal law. I want to have some persons tried in the International Criminal Court, and please, I am not necessarily seeking free advice, but if you give me good advice, which I am looking for, be sure I will perhaps pay the fee that you want. Now let me talk to you of the two problems which are facing me. On the 23rd of this month, that is just about 8 days ago, I got up in the morning, looked at the Indian Express, which I read. They don't publish anything that I say, but I still read that paper. It had blazing headlines. On the left side of the page was Pakistan's threat to India, that Kashmir belongs to Pakistan and India must accept that claim. And he had also a friendly Chief Minister of Kashmir who immediately supported and said, by way of advice to India, that please enter into conversations and dialogue with Pakistan about the future of Kashmir. I don't like the Chief Minister anyhow, but that does not improve my knowledge of law. I am seeking advice on what has happened and whether I have remedies in the International Criminal Court. The second was another blazing headline on the right side of the page, which talked of the murderous assault on innocent people in London by an organization called the ISIS. I believe that that organization is a danger to the whole world, and more than anything else, it is danger to Islam. I must tell you that I am born in the province of Sindh, which is now a part of Pakistan. But Sindh has the unique honor of being the land of the Sufis. No Sufi Muslim or Sufi Hindu ever even caused simple hurt, apart from murder and other kinds of offences. Not even a simple hurt was ever caused by a Hindu to a Muslim, nor a Muslim to a Hindu. I belong to that civilization. And ultimately, if I had to leave Sindh, I left not because of anything done by my fellow Muslims, but done by people who came from outside Sindh and wanted, because they were homeless, they had lost their homes and property, they wanted the property and the homes of the Hindu population of Sindh, and we had to leave. I am born a Hindu, but by some strange happening, I was invited by the Aligarh Muslim University, not very long ago, but fairly long ago, to go and address them. I don't know what moved them to invite a Hindu to the Muslim university. But obviously, they had known that I am a fairly good man. When I reached that place, the whole audience consisted of great Muslim intellectuals. Not one was a non-Muslim except me, of course. I felt a little nervous for a few seconds. But then I opened my mouth and said, my friends, you are collected here. It's true that I am a Hindu, but I claim that I am a better Muslim than all of you. They were quite shocked. I was also shocked at my humility originally and the courage that I soon gathered during the next 5 minutes. I said, please excuse this insolence. If you can answer to me a simple question that I am asking you, and I find that answer good, I'll withdraw my claim. But I take one promise from you that you will accept my claim if you can't answer my question. I said, my friends, I want to ask you this question. What is the essence of Islam? Can you tell me what is the essence of Islam? They thought and thought. They could not venture an answer in my presence. They said, now I will tell you the essence of Islam. Because I have read the Holy Quran and I understand the great prophet of Islam. And I believe that he was one of the greatest prophets that the world has produced. But at the same time, I have carefully read a book, the title of which is Religion Gone Astray. It is not written by an Indian and it is not written by a Hindu. It is not written by one person but three. Three scholars have jointly written that book, Religion Gone Astray. The first is a Jewish rabbi, the second is a Christian pastor, and the third is a Muslim imam. Please read that book, and I recommend that book to all of you, and I have been telling every university and every school and college that make this a standard textbook for study by everybody, but nobody listens. Not even the Symbiosis. Well, the essence of that book is that every religion has a core. And every religion, apart from that core, has also something which cannot possibly qualify or even remotely considered as the core. It is disposable stuff. It can be discarded. I said, I accept that thesis. And I must tell you that though I am a Hindu, I am a scholar of the Quran Sharif. I now wish to tell you what the essence of the Quran is, what the essence of real Islam is. It consists in 2 lines in the Holy Quran. First line is that when you walk in search of knowledge, you are walking in the path of God. The second line is even better than the first. The ink of the scholar is holier than the blood of a martyr. When you followed the teaching of that prophet, you became the conquerors of the civilized world. You practically conquered the whole world. You conquered Spain. I must tell you what that great teaching did. There was a great Muslim scholar who lived in some ancient Babylon. He was invited by the Khalifa to go and live in the palace of the Khalifa. He politely refused. He said, sir, please don't ask me to come in. So the Khalifa persisted, and he persisted in his polite refusal. So finally the Khalifa asked him, he said, please tell me, what is it that is preventing you from being my guest and remaining in my palace and pursuing your studies, the intellectual studies that you are doing? So he told him, he said, sir, now that you are asking me to give you the reason is that if I have to shift from my house to your palace, I first require 400 camels to transport my library. That is what Islam at its highest.